Good afternoon. Today we're going to talk about the Sophia Email Your Instructor function that you can place on assignments. And when that's placed on assignments, students will be able to reach out to the instructor with any questions on a specific question they have in an assignment. The first thing you're going to need to do in order to set this up is to jump into your locker and ensure that you have a non-deployed assignment. So we'll just go ahead, we'll copy this one over here. And we'll call it Instructor Test 2. And what's really important is that the Ask My Instructor is set to a default of on. So you want to make sure that this is turned on if you want to have the Email Your Instructor feature on. And that's going to allow the students to email the instructor. All right. So you can go ahead, save and close, deploy the assignment as usual. And then, of course, you want to hop on over to assignments if you're in the Canvas LMS system and publish the assignment. Not necessarily necessary to do in the D2L system. Now, if you're testing this by using the student view, remember the student view doesn't have an email. So what's going to happen is if you click here, jump into the assignment, and then you click Email Your Instructor, you'll see that it's sending to the instructor. That's my instructor email. But the from is going to be blank because it's an emulated account. So if you were to say, hey, I'm just testing to try to see if you could email it to yourself from there. Obviously, it's going to tell you missing required parameters because the to parameter in that case is blank. So you can't actually test this with the emulated student. Just want to make sure that you know that. Quickest, easiest way to test it is actually just to open it up, just right here. You can open it up here, or you can actually be inside Sophia, and you can open it up here. And what it's going to do, it's going to send an email from you to you. As you can see, it's going to go from A Stern because that's the user email. It's going to follow the user's registered email for Canvas. So in the case of a student, and I'll show you in a student here in a second when I log in, it's gonna send from this student to the instructor. So here we could send this off because we have a from and a to. This is going to work. All right, so we're going to go ahead and I'm going to close this one out. I'm going to log in with a student. And I'll log back in here in a student just real quick. All right, so we're ready to log in with our student account. So when we log in, we're going to see the course there. And we're going to go ahead and jump over to the course. So now we're logged in as a student, and as we can see the assignments here. And we're going to go ahead and click on the assignment, and we're going to do our authorization. It's the first time the students accessed Sophia through Canvas for this course, so they'll authorize. And here we have the Sophia workspace. So the student will click Email Your Instructor, and here you'll see that I've got this email here, and it's going from this email to that email. So I'm just going to go ahead and say, oh, this is a test. All right, and it lets me know that that email has been sent, and we should very shortly hear a lovely chime, and that's the lovely chime. And I'm going to bring this over here, and here you can see that the message from the student, which I had put was, hi, this is a test. That message is going to come across in the student message area. And then here it's going to let you know the student who sent you the email below needs help with question 1 from the Email Your Instructor test. So what you just want to do here, you want to just copy this. Don't copy these 2 forward leading slashes. Just copy the www. And you can take this and you can paste it into your browser. So as you can see, the question that the student had, which was here, that question, once you copy the link over, copy this link over or click on this link, what's going to happen is it's going to go ahead and it's going to tell you, right here, you're going to see what the student's question was, and you'll be able to go directly to that question and see that actual iteration of that question, because obviously each student's going to have a different iteration of a question. So what this link does, this is a sort of permanent snapshot of what that iteration was that was issued to that specific student. And remember that there could be thousands of iterations per assignment, that you deploy to your class. You can see thousands of different permutations that could be there. So what this does is this basically locks it down. You copy it over. You're going to see a snapshot of that along with the student message in the email. And from there, you can go ahead and start working with your student to, help them understand what the issue was. So this sort of concludes how the email your instructor function should work. Again, it's just a simple matter of the student clicking email your instructor, and it'll have a from that you'll see should be from the active student's email, and a to, which should be the instructor's active email. And the student fills in the message, sends it, you will get an email, and that email will have a link which you'll just copy everything from the www on over to the right. You'll copy that into your browser, just like we've done here. And in doing so, that's going to bring up the actual snapshot of the question, and then you'll then be able to see the student message and the snapshot and assist the student. So this sort of concludes how to use the email your instructor function.